Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cuffing It Up in the building, and we got our boy Just a Man 04 in the building too. What's going on, my boy? How you feeling today?
What's good, everybody? How we doing, man? Man, it's been a minute since since I've been live on YouTube, but man, here we are, getting close, bro, to inauguration day. Yay!
Yep. Wait a minute. Wait, does it work?
There it is. There it is. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
So how you doing, brother?
I was good. I recently postponed my stream for barking dog situation there. I got two smaller puppies in the house. They're still randomly barking. So if you guys hear that in the background, not next to a dog pound, but yeah, that's
That's what's up. Yeah, I can attest. I was backstage and I heard the dogs, and they sound small. They
yeah,
sound small, and yeah.
quite tiny. I don't know if you guys still hear it. I adjusted my mic volume. Can you hear me good on the mic? I'm good on the mic.
I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I felt like I had to lean in a little bit there. So
Yeah, I mean, you might. I mean, if you had a little more volume, you might give yourself a little more.
yeah, I might have a little more puppy in it too. So I just that's why
Just pull that.
I,
Just pull that microphone real close.
I need to work on my noise gate because like there should be able to be somebody like standing right there talking to me, but they shouldn't hear it on the mic unless you're like close up on the mic. So I'm gonna work on that a
Right.
little bit. Watch some mic videos, stuff like that. But yeah, the overall goal. Sorry about the about 10 to 12 minute lateness that happened there, but we're gonna get into some projects we've been watching. I'm gonna go over the overall market just because that is I think it's pretty bullish what we got going on right now. Before I pull it up, what's your thoughts on the market right now, Justin?
I think the market right now is really kind of just building up in anticipation for inauguration day. Um, we kind of saw with the announcement, on election night, with Trump winning, we saw Bitcoin go crazy, um, and Bitcoin. If you've been around the channel at all, you heard the other day when I think the last time I was on, actually, somebody asked, what were our thoughts on the market, what what I thought we were, what our thoughts were, and you called it perfectly, pretty much. Uh, Nailed it in the range on the dip, and then here we are right back up where we were. Right before election or inauguration day. So I think with Monday coming, with Trump about to get sworn in for a second term, just kind of the bullish sentiment and kind of attitude that he has towards crypto, man, I am excited for the rest of the year.
Yeah, most definitely. I think we're in for a bullish year. I think that kind of what we're looking at here kind of explains it. We've been ranging in between like 3.3 trillion to like 3.5. Now we got 3.8 trillion in the market cap for just the global cryptocurrency. So nice, definitely nice right there. If we start scrolling down, you'll see that Bitcoin is looking nice today on a 24-hour period. 4% up, 4% on a 24-hour period. That's not bad. 10.2% on a 7 day. So we're still looking bullish on a 7 day range, even more bullish on this 24-hour period. ETH is about the same, up about 5% right now, but 6.5% on a 7 day. So we've been down on ETH. We're now transitioning to where we're somewhat bullish on ETH. So just looking at Bitcoin and ETH and not kind of looking at anything else right now. Where do you kind of what do you feel about the market and what direction do you think we're going? Is this a bull trap? Is this you know what I mean? It's a legitimate pump to where we're trying to move to the upside. What is your opinion? What
Um, I think we are in the beginning of the real pump. I think we are kind of, everything's kind of been waiting and waiting and waiting to see what was going to happen, with in the politician, politics and things like that. We have now a clear understanding, and now it's about to be implemented on Monday. So we're going to get a real good view, um, really quickly, I think, on what what this what Trump's going to do with this term. And so, man, I think that this is kind of the beginning uh, of of the real legit. Everything else has kind of just been build up in anticipation too. Um, but I think this one, especially if Bitcoin can break 105 and we get, we start testing that 108 again, um, who knows? I mean, I think this is the beginning of the bull market. Personal opinion.
Yeah. And I'm really bullish about what I'm looking at right now because one, we got a Bitcoin that's $104,000. Like that's bullish in itself, regardless to if we had a short downtrend, we still bounced and still made it back above 100K, which is really an important range, which I can show you guys on the chart in a second here. And then we actually were at 3,500 on ETH again. Keep in mind that we bounced all the way down to I believe 2,900. So you got to think about it. That's a nice chunk that ETH is running back up. And not to mention to kind of bring it all in, you had XRP really doing this thing out there, man. What did you feel about XRP and that pump that we just recently had? I actually was that an expected pump? Did you know that was coming? How do you feel about it holding its range after that appeal on the lawsuit there?
Yeah, I mean, I think XRP. I think it's up over 600% um, over the last couple of months, and it's sitting there like a 7-year all-time high. So it's holding that really well. So the fact, a lot of times you'll see a 600%, you can see some pullback, but it's holding really well, especially kind of to the build-up. Like, I think, like I said, everything has been building up towards the inauguration and kind of figuring out what's going to happen in the future, what kind of regulations we're talking, what kind of tax situations are we going to have when it comes to crypto. So XRP holding this is really strong. The fact that it's able to be up 600% over the last couple of months, and holding that 7 days, it's up 40%. 40% in 7 days, and that's after the SEC coming back out after them, and then them filing an appeal. So XRP is battle tested. XRP has been through the SEC. It has gone through has jumped all the hoops. So XRP, if there was a project out there that the SEC was coming after, I would feel secure and strong behind XRP just because they've been in that battle, and they know what that fight entails and what it looks like. So I'm excited for the future of XRP. I know a lot of folks during the last few years were kind of just accumulating and accumulating. Um, and so, man, hats off to them, the people that were able to hold, and here you are, 600% up in just a couple of months, and not even really fully, I think, where it's going to be. So,
Yeah, just starting to really get bullish momentum here. And I zoomed out a little bit just so you guys were able to see the market cap on this. So the rumors were supposed to be that XRP is supposed to flip Ethereum in market cap. So if you look at it, it was recently over a $200 billion market cap. And what do we have Ethereum sitting at right here? 400 and what is it, 419?
yeah.
Like I don't, you know what I mean? What is your what's your thoughts on that? Because that's a lot if you're thinking just as far as how much of a gap that is, but it's not a lot if you're thinking how much they've gone up recently and the momentum and volume that we can have, and a lot of the volume is going to be targeted at shit really the top 50 cryptocurrencies, I feel like. So how do you what are your thoughts?
Uh, yeah, man, it's a tough task. It's a tough task. Ethereum is the number 2 crypto for a reason. Um, but XRP, I will go out there and say that I think XRP has a chance to flip Ethereum just because of the use case globally. Yes, Ethereum is its use case is global, but XRP with the payment solutions and things like that, the way that they're talking about implementing it, I mean, you got big banks talking about XRP. You got major money assets managements that are talking about XRP and the things that it can be done. Um, so do I think it can happen? Yes. Is it a tall task? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because all the volume that's coming in, you're going to throw it into, like you said, the top 50. And you got to think a lot of new investors are going to look at there and they're going to take that to the top 50. They're going to narrow that down to the top 10. And a lot of those are going to narrow it down to the top 5. Um, so you're going to have XRP, it's kind of one of those things where every step that XRP takes forward, Ethereum is taking that same step forward with them. So I just think that XRP with its use case, it has the chance. It's a tall task though, extremely tall task.
Yeah, if you're just looking at the metrics, you're looking at about a little bit over double the volume Ethereum has over XRP right now, currently. A little bit over double the market cap currently, also. So I'm guessing the demand for that would have to be a little bit higher for that to kind of come into play, possibly. But
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah, but another thing I want to note is I don't think Ethereum has really went on its run. Bitcoin has taken off, broken new all-time highs, and now it's kind of going up to try to retest. So, but Ethereum has not just yet. So it's to me, it's going to be interesting to see how this works out.
And that could be. And this is just me taking a pure guess and speculating on why that could be. Um, is because the people that are in the market right now are people that are probably were in the market before. Yes, we have a lot of new people coming that are coming in, but I think the majority of us still now are people that were in on the last bull run, and so we remember those $1,200 gas fees. We remember some of how expensive it was to actually move on the Ethereum network, and now that we've had a couple of years, you see Solana, you see XRP starting to throw memes out there. Um, I mean, there's a bunch of different options now, and it's not just hey, you got Ethereum and you got BNB. That's it. Now you got BNB, Ethereum, XRP, Solana. I mean, name it. They're all coming out with their own meme coins on the blockchain. So yeah, I think it's the people that are coming in right now. The people that are moving right now and trading, I think, are folks that still remember those extremely high gas fees. So that could be uh, part of it, plus the fact that you just got so many more options. Uh, and if there's a network that like Solana or Base that you can trade for pennies, I mean,
Yeah, I can see that
it's
being
it's
the case.
pretty tough.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to compete with. You know what I mean? Some of the gas fees, but I think some of the bigger projects that are moving are still going to be launched on the Ethereum network. That's just like home base for the large
Correct.
volume and such like that. Not saying that Solana won't get its touches on volume, which is actually sitting at $219 right now, which is not bad. That's moving up. But BNB, like from the $200 BNB, if you were just stacking and collecting BNB, you're up a little bit on your bag. You know what I mean? There's no telling
Absolutely.
where this can end up also. So it's just not in the I feel like in the limelight right this second. It's more like base Solana because of the constant memes that are launching out of there. I can't tell you off the top of my head just like an amazing runner that came off of the BNB network. Can you?
No.
I would legitimately have to look it up to see like a BNB runner. But I can name something on Ethereum. I can name something on Solana. You know what I mean? The main networks. I can name something that
Right.
did really well or they got somewhat mainstream. So it's definitely interesting out here, man. So it's definitely some good movement just throughout the market today. So
I'm actually like on Dex Tools, just looking at the hot pairs, the top 10.
yeah.
On BNB, it looks like there's Andy. Andy looks like it's number one. It's down 21% today. Uh,
That's
but like 21%, 2% up, 4% down, 2% up. There's no real. I mean, baby BNB is up 27%, and that's the biggest one. Where you go to other networks like if you pull up an Ethereum or a Base or a Solana, you're going to see projects in that top 10 that are up hundreds,
I never could
thousands.
BNB never really got that like super mainstream adoption for like their memes or just they got low network fees too. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that came back with just the whole uh oh, why am I drawing a blank on CZ with just the whole like a lot of the news and things like that. So like I think right now BNB is doing a really good job of kind of just keeping their head down, grinding and moving forward, and it's working out. You go back a year from today, and they were $300, two and some change, $300, and today you're sitting at $700. So
So man, it's up in the air, man. But before I go through this, I know you did have something you had up on XRP. So since we were just recently talking about XRP, I'll go ahead and pop that
yeah,
up.
just saw that this kind of popped up. As we all know, I like CoinDesk. I saw this one that came across with the headline of XRP volume overtakes Bitcoin on Coinbase as U.S. investors' interest grow. This was really interesting to me because like we were just talking about, can XRP overtake Ethereum and things like that. So I'm sharing the wrong one. Hold on, give me a second. I'm over here clicking and moving, and there we
Nah,
go.
that's
There we go. My bad. My bad. So XRP has on in this what this does say on Binance, Bitcoin is still number one. Bitcoin, when it comes to volume on trading, Bitcoin was still number one. But over here on Coinbase, XRP is the number one. And it had a little chart breakdown of kind of the breakdown of volume, and it's pretty strong XRP volume interest right now. You got 25% of the volume coming in for the 17th. Yeah, 25%, over 25%. So a quarter of all volume coming into Coinbase right now is XRP.
man,
And if you look at that in Ethereum volume, little just under 7. So
yeah. So if they can continue to have volume the way they are and things are not picking up on the each side, I mean, they can get, I feel like they can get close, but I feel like at some point that Ethereum volume is going to start to pick up just because the market starts to get better. And then there's still the thing leering out there, the executive order that Trump plans on putting into place that everybody kind of has speculations of what it is. So I'm
right.
curious my damn self about
And,
what that is and
and
how
when
it.
it comes to XRP and me thinking it can flip Ethereum, I don't think that happens in the next 15 years, 20, like XRP one day down the road has a chance. I
Yeah,
just don't think that's going to be. I mean, it might be my lifetime. You know what I mean? It might be my, but you just never know with just how much a global adoption, because you got to realize we are still so early. And so mainstream adoption, could XRP be that global payment solution that the world uses? I mean, if that's the case, if that happens, then you got to think uh, XRP becomes like the digital dollar, something like that.
yeah. People
Who
gonna
knows? Who
have
knows?
pretty large reserves at that point. I feel like of
Abs-
XRP and people the buying is going to pick up a lot. I definitely feel like they have a chance to within this bull run get within that $50 to $100 range, depending on what catalysts are added on to it. They do have the downfall of them kind of reopening the case, but there's a lot of positives to XRP and the possibilities behind it, especially with Trump in office. So,
right.
hey, you know what I mean?
And the SEC, it could be, it could be this last little thing that XRP has to break through. Um, one more, the last hurdle gets thrown at its way from the SEC before before President Trump and and all of his folks come into to power in office. So could this have just been Gary Gensler being like, let's throw one more stone at him and see what just to make them mad? Could that be? Who knows? You
Yeah,
never know.
on
You
your way,
never know in politics.
flip a couple desks over, maybe knock some papers off of somebody's desk. You know what I
Right.
mean? Throw some
Exactly.
out the door. So
Exactly.
yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. It's just interesting to see that the price is still holding pretty nice. I mean, it's not where it was as far as the new all time high it created, but it's still some nice price action on that, which I'll pull that. Matter of fact, I'll pull that up first, and then we'll go back to Bitcoin. Let's pull XRP up, and just as soon as you pull that up, like that's just real damn nice to look at right there, right there. So
Yeah, I mean it's hard to. I mean, when you see that, that's pretty dang good.
yeah,
That's a lot of
no,
volume too. And to make those candles on a project that has $190 million market cap or 190 billion dollar market cap,
yeah,
like to make those green candles, that's a heavy amount of volume coming in.
yeah. Right now, I think it says 12.8 million. So yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's not bad at
It's,
all.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring it back to the week, just to put it into perspective. And I'm
So
not even
the so each
main.
one of those candles is a week long time frame, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to spread it out so you guys kind of get the perspective of how I kind of consolidated in this range for a bit.
Oh, it was there for a while. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. When you look at how long it sat there between 30 and 70 cents. So you're
Yeah,
looking at
it
what?
touched this bottom range, but it never really came. It came into it right here on this small wick, but it never really touched and came into it like that.
Right. So I mean that would go back to that small wick that you were just on. That's what, July of 22, June of 22.
June, yeah.
So for the last 2 years, basically, um, it really consolidated. It kind of ran in between a 20 cent range, basically.
Well, actually, it was
Mhm.
it ran between this. It never really touched the. It barely got into the 20. It got to like 28 cents, but it's between a 30 cents and let's just say 62. Just because this peak doesn't really count because it came directly back into this channel,
Right,
traded
right,
and got
right.
rejected, and then it kind of consolidated. Like this consolidation starting on like because it's probably where it bottomed out at around like January 2024 is where it kind of started its consolidation range, and it really didn't break out initially until November of
Which was election day. November 5th is election day.
yeah. So it's a Monday right here that it's started on. So yeah, so directly after, bam, you got that big spike, a little bit of a sell off, and then the next week it just goes completely nuts. And that volume is ridiculous at that point. Takes us above our previous range, and it kind of comes back, and then bam, another ridiculous amount of volume again, popping us over another resistance channel right here. Goes back down, bam, another. It's just back to back for a little bit. Just looking at this this story kind of play out, and then this is kind of trying to create some type of consolidation and support ranges, and then bam, again, more volume to kind of take us up and above. Just nuts.
It's pretty. When you zoom out and you look at like a longer time frame like that, you're not looking at an hour or a 4 hour, like a day chart. You zoom out to like a week, a month. You really can't see the picture of what it's been going through. So, like I said, basically from June of 2022, 30 cent range, all the way till election day 2024. um, you're looking at like a 20 cent range that it played in. Um, it consolidated and hovered between 30 and like Cuff said, like 60, 65 range um, for June. So June of 2023 would have been a year. June of 2024 would have been 2 years. And so like 2.5 years. It sat there and consolidated basically in almost the same range. And here you are breaking out now. So it is XRP, man. I wish I would have bought more at the 30 cent range.
This consolidation range was nice, but that's when it starts to teeter totter up and down. It's like, man, it's not getting past this range. But when it does break past that range, man, you guys kind of see after it builds up that momentum, it starts to go up.
Yeah, it's kind of like pressure building up. As that pressure builds up, you'll get little leaks. But like when you pop the cap off that bad boy, you take a radiator cap off of a hot radiator, that thing explodes, and that's basically what happens here. Is when you test when you test an area for so long, test it, get rejected, test it, get rejected. Once you finally break through it and you break through it strong, man, it's you got some crazy runs you can go on.
Yeah, and I think your indicators were the price reacting really strong to it coming out of the zone. So you can see this really had a nice bounce. You see almost every time it either wicks up or if the candle does close, it moves to the upside directly after that range. So that's really good to see, and that kind of indicates okay, it's holding its range. So as it keeps getting rejected, like Justin said, it's going to break out in a big way at some point.
Absolutely. Especially if it keeps getting rejected and then it gets pushed down, but then there's support levels there. Like you see, like that whole white section is support levels. It's strong in that level. So once it actually broke through there and was able to sustain it, it's like we said, it skyrockets. Beautiful green days.
Yeah, and the crazy part is I made these zones. I think it was like a year or maybe even longer ago. So I just came back to XRP chart, and these are already right there because I hadn't been charting for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know the last time we actually looked at an XRP chart.
Yeah, it been a little while. I mean, I collected a little bit, but it definitely been a little while. Then I erased all my stuff I had on Bitcoin.
I remember that.
Yep, erased Bitcoin and Ethereum. But this is gonna be interesting to see how this week and month candle close. This week it kind of tell me how the month candle may close. I'm hoping that we can at least get up and above this previous point to kind of point towards us still going up. If this kind of wicks up and closes before it, we could be looking at a little bit of pullback and consolidation, even with the Trump inauguration, which would be interesting to see. It would not be odd to see like a pump in the market before he gets inaugurated, and then possibly, you know what I mean, people buying the rumor, selling the news, and you know what I mean, taking a bit of profits, trying to shake the market again. Everybody thinks Trump comes in and saves the day, but if the market dumps a little bit directly after inauguration, that could definitely scare a few investors. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that, and let's say we're all in crypto and we're all expecting some great things for crypto from Trump. If there's nothing said about crypto on day one, you can imagine there might be a little bit of a pullback just because he didn't even say anything about crypto today. Just because that's how finicky, that's how volatile investors are with crypto. But if he says something about crypto tomorrow, that who knows? Like
Man, I think
you,
it
you
doesn't
never
even have
know.
to be about crypto. If it's tax related to where
Facts,
instead of
facts.
kind of getting crucified for doing cryptocurrency and doing well with what you do, which I think that that's so interesting. That trading is just I feel like a job like any other job. You have to put the time in, you have to learn the skill, you have to really hone in on that and put some work in to actually make money at all. So to be taxed so heavily just because someone actually gets good or becomes successful at something is just interesting to me. So if that concept gets changed and more money kind of flows into America, I think the concept will be behind thinking of something like that. It'll be an interesting scene. I'm not gonna lie to you because I wouldn't. I don't know if it's gonna be no tax or anything like that, or if he goes toward taxes at all. Period. But just think of a place with no taxes and you're able to trade cryptocurrency without worrying about what's going to happen at the end of the year, what you're going to owe. You can move things around a little bit more, create more revenue. I think more businesses possibly get built. I think more businesses become sustainable, possibly. Other sources of revenue that they don't have to worry about repercussions from. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's we all we're doing right now is trying to is basically speculating what's going to happen. But Monday is day one of 4 years of him going to work, and we'll see what happens.
The 4 years of the America movie. Trump being in office has almost always been some type of spectacle in some sense. So
Absolutely.
it's guaranteed to be the next 4 years are going to be interesting. Now,
And the fact when you're looking at it from a political standpoint, it's not just that Trump's in the office; it's the fact that Trump has support in the Senate and the House. I mean, it. I'm excited to see what the future holds when it comes to the financial sector,
yeah, but the
taxes, and
overall
things like that.
overall judgment is that Trump being in office is supposed to be bullish for stocks, cryptocurrencies, just all around financial gains.
Correct.
Should be coming to the U.S. apparently with the tariffs and all everything else supposed to be implemented. So it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. It's definitely going to make for a lot of damn content in the market. So I will be here, right here. We'll be going over it, either mad or sad or happy together. So we'll figure out what it turns out to be. But I think this is interesting. I also want to mention we got 47 people in here in total between Twitter, between my Twitter, Justin's Twitter, and the YouTube. So if you guys can hit that like button for us, retweet, all that good stuff, man. Just go ahead and do the simple things, light up all the buttons, tell a friend, see if we get a few more people in here. Do want to pull up a few charts too, but I just wanted to look at Bitcoin overall and see where we are with our ranges, seeing that we are kind of breaking over what was supposed to be. Well, actually, not what's supposed to be. It was a previous resistance level. So on a month chart, still looking bullish, hasn't changed. Week, same exact way. Good consolidation, even if this is a pump that pulls back. Day chart, we're getting buy signals. And last time we had seller buy signal was down here. It was a quick sell and buy signal just to make some funds right there. And then we just had an uptrend from there. Sell signal when we had that nice significant pullback and buy signal. So question is, will it be a short pump or something that we can actually kind of sit back and kind of watch the fireworks with? We'll see that how these next candles kind of develop, but it's looking like it could possibly try to push for an all-time high going into this inauguration. So, or like I said, there is a possibility of a pullback. So there's nothing out there that's going to give me like a magic ball to tell me if it's going to pump or dump, but it looks pretty good as of right this second.
You mean you don't have a crystal ball?
No, unfortunately, I've been looking for one. Amazon just has not been really doing its job.
Timu. I got mine off of Timu, and it wasn't real crystal.
Not real, not real close. Yes,
Mm-mm.
that's the thing about Timu.
Yeah, it was just a snow globe with the picture of Elsa.
So you gotta watch out for that one. All right, let's start long term frame on this one. Bam, bring it back. I'm gonna move this because it's just I don't even know what the fuck that was. So still looking bullish here. Looks like we could possibly consolidate because this. Whereas on Bitcoin, we were like, you can see this line, it's like shooting straight up. We're looking bullish as far as momentum, and then you switch to Ethan, and it's kind of you know what I mean? Type of, it's still bullish, it's still green, it hasn't thinned out, it's not trying to turn red, but we're not getting as much volume as we should, as Justin showed in his picture. XRP is smoking Ethereum currently right now as far as volume. So, well, at least on Coinbase, we'll say that. I don't know about
Yeah.
overall. Overall, I think they're double the volume in total, but they're still not getting overall what they should be getting versus the volume that Bitcoin's bringing in right now currently. So, not a bad thing, not horrible at all. Could consolidate, then break out. Like I said, when you keep getting rejected at a range, once you finally do break out of that range, we just discussed how that works. So if I look at this, I can see us getting rejected here, here. It's like almost every time an attempt, then the pullback, consolidation around this range, trying to find a support. Bam, volume pushes us back up. We're rejected again. Support's found, go up again. You know what I mean? And then we have the candle to where we just previously were in, where we hit our zone and went back up. So it's looking like we're trying to build support around this 3,200 range. And that might be our consolidation point in between 3,200 to 3,600. So that looks bullish to me still, especially if it breaks out. We break over 4K and it starts heading towards all time highs.
And right there, that looks like a little cup and handle pattern that's forming there.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit on the monthly.
Yeah. Robert G Tech, what's good, man? Hey guys, long time no talk. How you doing? Man, doing well over here.
Doing well, man. Hey, definitely appreciate you stopping in and supporting, man. And also
Most
comments.
definitely.
I'm telling you, I like that was like the first comment like today. That was
It,
surprising.
that's kind of shocking. I'm kind of shocked.
I'm like, bro, people are either sleepy today or like they're just like, all right, let's vibe to the content. I'm down with either one, guys, because the numbers
Facts.
are going up. So I guess you guys are retweeting and stuff like that. Oh,
Robert
hey,
G here from Saitama OG days. Glad to see you back, man. That's what's up. Those were the days. I feel like the OG, like the days that we felt back in the day, are not far away.
oh yeah, yeah. There's gonna be some cryptocurrencies. It might be one of the ones that we look at today. Uh,
You
and if
never know.
anybody has any suggestions, man, feel free to throw them in the comments, man. We can definitely pull them up. But yeah, each looking it's looking bullish. We did get rejected. We haven't had as much volume on. It's been Bitcoin dominance right now. Currently, go to week chart. Like I said, not super duper bullish, but it is holding that 3,200 range currently right now, which is bullish in my eyes, regardless to if it pulls back a little bit. As long as it stays in this range, I'm cool. Like I'm golden at that point. So we can see we're kind of trying to break our bearish nature on the day chart. So that's a good sign to see. But like I said, it still could possibly consolidate between this 3,600 to 3,200 range. Still bullish, not bad. I'm excited about that. So, but let's get to we're about 30 minutes in. We're almost 30, 40 minutes in. So we'll get to some memes. This first one up actually came off the Ape Store.
This one hurts my heart
Why is there a art?
because I still have some on Ape Store,
Oh, you do?
like two Land Wolf.
You have two?
I don't know how.
Oh, they
I think what it.
they airdropped. They probably did airdrops. So what's how much? Yeah, 119 holders. Yeah. So sometimes cryptocurrency projects do this fluff to where they airdrop people a few tokens just so they can have them on their holder count.
Okay. Well, I had bought in, and honestly, I think what happened was is I bought in. It was running, and I meant to like, leave a moon bag, and I eliminated as zeros.
Yeah. The interesting part about this one, even launching off of the Ape Store, which this came off on so it's exactly 30 days. So this has been out for 30 days. And just for it to be out 30 days off the Ape Store and still have $79,000 worth of value, that's something that's notable and something to pay attention to.
Yeah.
It had a pump. It pumped all the way up to looks like almost about $1.5 million market cap, which that's bullish. I enjoyed that ride and it was fun. So yeah, consolidated, tried to find a range. It's still trying to find a range. Bam, found the bottom around here, and then it's still looking like it could be kind of bullish. It's still kind of consolidating, but some more volume coming through here. This thing can actually break out possibly again. But sitting at a $450,000 market cap from 3,000, a $3,000 market cap that you had an opportunity to buy that. That's it's nuts. Like the
Yeah.
game,
It
you bought that at 3K.
yeah. It's wild. Like when you think about the opportunities that you have over on like Ape Store and Pump.Fun, uh, I mean, being able to get into a project when at literal launch, for like 3K, 5K, and then if you're able to run that all the way up, like Cuff said, yeah, I think it got up to 1.5. But even if you ran it up to a 40, 4,500 or $450,000 market cap,
Dollars
that's that's
at least a
that's
grand.
a whole that's a whole lot of X's.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a nasty return right there. So that's something, dude. You cannot be mad at something like that. So nice pump here, consolidated at a good range. It's still at 450K. Like this is still looking good. So flip over to Solana for a little bit. We got Daddy Tate. So this one's interesting to me just because how much he really wants to back this token. Tate, not the most liked person in the world, but his narratives and his school that he has out and just some of his perspectives are interesting. Not all of them, but some of them are definitely interesting, and you can definitely get some takeaways from what he's doing. He's definitely successful. So you can definitely take tips and just take things with a grain of salt with things that you hear, of course. But I mean, if they're successful, clearly there's a reason for them being successful. I feel like so. This one's not looking bad. I gotta. It's been out for a little bit longer, but it actually looks like it's trying to break out. Like, if that's not a sexy squeeze, I don't know what is. So, so it was at about 5 cents. Previously, I think it was consolidating. At the bottom was about four. Yeah, about 4 cents. So, not a
Yeah,
bad.
and like you were
Go ahead.
saying, Tate is not. He's not necessarily. He's not like a mainstream celebrity, but he has enough celebrity behind him to where he makes waves. He makes waves. He gets headlines. And he's able to keep things, kind of keep that name in the kind of in the algorithm and in the public eye. So with someone like that who is kind of, you know a celebrity or kind of polarizing with their comments and things like that. I mean, there's always a chance to make money. That's a beautiful. That's the crazy thing about it is you can make money off of everything in here. There's always ways to find money in these projects.
Yeah, and once again, volume is something I pay attention to. $2.7 million in value. So definitely and clearly something that's still in demand. People are buying and selling it at the very least. The buying and selling looks to be about matched at this point, which is fine. Volume could I don't know if they have the volume, but I haven't seen one. But got about 65K holders. That's not bad, and 2.7 million in liquidity. So that's a nice, healthy liquidity. $41 million market cap. So there, his goal is to push this to $1 billion market cap. So getting in at a $41 million market cap is not bad, especially if you catch a breakout, a little bit of a run. Still, some runs will retrace. It depends on how good it kind of nails in that support there and the volume that it has afterwards. But it just really depends. But this is definitely one of the ones that I've been paying attention to. And like I said, we got 76 people in the building. Like hit the like button, retweet, all that good stuff. But drop a project that you guys want us to pull up also, or that you guys are bullish on currently. I love to find new gems that I don't know about or some things that I need to look into. So, but yeah, this one looks real good right now. This actually might be one that I put out that could possibly break out there. But yeah, I've been trying to show people live and on Twitter. Like I'll screenshot and show where the chart is, and it'll break out directly after. So I've been trying to do that, and then we'll start our Discord and have that there. But yeah, you guys are getting early opportunities to get into some different stuff. Mr. Migos, I'm almost positive that this came off Ape Store too, bro.
I think it did. If
Yeah,
it did, it probably. If it did, is I think it's the highest Ape Store project ever.
because I know Mr. Migos came off of Ape Store, but this right here is this $70 million market cap kind of says it all. Especially if it came off Ape Store, that started at a $3,000 market cap, bro. That is
Right. We
ridiculous.
were just talking about how 450K market cap coming off a three, coming off an Ape Store, you're able to get in at 3K, 450,000. You're making lots of money. 70 million, and you're able to get in at like a 3, 4, 5K. Shoot, all day, every day.
Ridiculous gains. Like that's yeah, I might sit down for a little bit. I accidentally put $10 into this thing, came back and realized that it was a damn stallion. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's actually not holding bad either, man. It's holding at a $70 million market cap. It was way higher, has potential to go higher. So man, Like that's crazy.
Especially it's because that's a base one, right?
Yeah, this is off a base.
Yeah.
The previous one was that was Daddy Tate, but that's sold. But this one's base, and I think it came off the Ape Store at about a 3K market cap. Went all the way from $3,000 market cap to 70 million. Is nuts.
Robert asks, "What are you using to find these small market cap coins? Are these on Sol? They're on Sol. They're on Base. Some of them are uh, Ethereum, but I think the ones that he showed so far have been Base and Solana. Those two networks have been you're on mute. You're mute. Um,
You
but
got
Base and Solana,
No, I was saying you got to tune into one of the DJ streams, man. We actually I actually went through Ape Store Live and shit Pump Fun. We'll go through that. I got some projects I want to check out through Pump Fun. To go through that. But yeah.
yes sir. What
So
other projects you got over there, Cuff?
this one was a peculiar one for me. Fart coin, base fart coin. So not too sure what exactly this launched off of, but look at the damn chart.
$62 million market cap, and it's called Fart Coin.
It's called based fart coin. And
Oh,
this thing has $5.84 million in value. I mean in volume, dude. Like $2.9 million in liquidity. How do you I mean argue something like that? You gotta just go with it. Shit, I don't give a damn what the name is. Like I recently
right.
called boobs earlier. I you know what I mean? Like, I clearly do not discriminate for a name. What draws me
Yeah.
is man, look at this damn chart.
Does it make money?
Yeah, yeah. Does it make dollars? And it definitely makes sense. And it's I think it's due for a retrace, but if it does retrace, expects me to put on in there.
Wow.
Because this one is yeah, it's hard to make puns with this one, bro. Where's my is it?
Bruh.
Yeah, so definitely had to burn myself on that one, but
That stinks.
uh yeah, yeah, this is an interesting one, man. This one has been pumping, and I'm utterly confused on why this one pumped, but it's
real quick, real quick disclaimer: if you are playing on Ape Store or Pump.Fun, be careful.
yeah,
Yes, there's projects that can do this. This is we've talked about two out of the thousands and thousands of projects that have launched on off of Ape Store and Pump.Fun.
yeah,
So please understand that what you're seeing is not it's not just every like this doesn't happen every day on Ape Store. These are the diamonds in the rough that have made it through and are actually surviving, and not only surviving but thriving, holding millions and millions and millions of dollars in market cap. So I wanted to throw that out there as a disclaimer. Be careful if you're not if you're a brand new investor. I would highly suggest not using Ape Store until you're a little more comfortable. Again, personal opinion. You're on your own risk, and do you, boo boo.
yeah. Sorry
That's
about
all
that.
I had.
My son
Sorry.
came down and decided he wanted to say hey to me, and apparently that I was I'm taking too long. So I'm gonna look at a couple more. If you guys got any suggestions, feel free to throw them in the chat. And yeah, you might hear some squealing. She gets got picked up. Yeah, this one looks really damn good. I think this is due for some type of retracement. It retraced a little bit back into range. It's way overbought right this second. So this is not one I'm like, yeah, go run and get this. Yeah, I'm not gonna ever promote you to go buy the top, but this one did really well, and it's one that I'm gonna be watching just because it did really well. Bam, look
Yeah,
at
and that may be something that you look for the retracement, and then if that retracement comes, then you start looking at, okay, this is where I want to maybe
yeah,
accumulate or get into a position. Um, but anytime you see like 4 or 5 massive green candles just straight up, I personally I like to wait for at least a red candle, at least one.
yeah, yeah. You gotta wait for those red candles to enter, man. You enter on the red, take a little bit of profits on the green. So if you were holding that, you see it's way overbought. You know, what I mean, it's okay to take a little bit of profits because it's possibility it's gonna retrace back in its own. Not saying it's gonna just tank, but it'll definitely pull back a little bit most times. Next up, we got Based Andy. This is another project that actually came off of the Ape Store. So interesting. I got a couple coming out of Ape Store, holding pretty nice market caps. Not bad volume either. 82K in volume, so that looks good. 96K in holders came off of the Ape Store, so a lot of this is probably fluff and two tokens sent to somebody probably, but that's okay. I'm not mad at that portion of it, man. Fluffing those holders, man, it does give that aura that, you know what I mean. This is a bigger currency and needs to be taken serious. So I'm not mad at people taking steps to kind of intrigue people into their brand. But
Right.
overall, 68. What damn was that? 68. $684,000 market cap. We're actually getting some screen signals that this is kind of breaking a zone and kind of going up there. Once again, though, we're in a situation to where this is overbought and it's out of range right now currently. So you see it retrace recently around this range. It's going up and above, which is good. Means it has bullish momentum trying to go to the upside, but has a resistance level that is just above it and it's out of range. So to me, this could possibly pull back a little bit. Not saying it's going to tank like I said last time, but not a bad opportunity to, if you can actually catch a pullback, to kind of ride this back up, because it did. I think this one up went above a million too. Yeah, this one went to about 1.1, 1.2 million. So never know what it can get to. Based Andy, the whole based meta is a pretty strong meta that went through, along with the contract meta. The beginning of your contract had to be a certain number. It had to be the same as the original if you're going to do a base version of the contract. So people were launching thousands of tokens on Ape dot store and Pump Fund and stuff like that, trying to get original contract addresses. It was interesting to see that one. But
That's I saw that, and I now that you say that, and that makes sense. I never put two and two together. I never figured out that that's what they were doing.
yeah,
That's
so
wild.
they were trying to get the beginning of the OG contract. So OX, whatever the hell the contract was labeled as. So that was the whole meta behind it. If you can get that original contract and you're based Andy or whatever else, you're that shit's sending. So
Yeah. Oh, was it OX54 or something like that?
yeah, it depends on what the original Andy token would have been launched at the beginning of. So if you could catch that meta and actually have some support behind you, a little bit of volume, shit sending. So very interesting concept. It was kind of funny to watch a few of those kind of go by. We got micro cap that we can look at too, man. It actually I think this one is an interesting sleeper, just because if you look at it on the 4 hour chart, man, there's spaces in between the volume, because the volume is a little bit on the lower side right now. But earlier spectrum tokens are not bad. It's just sometimes an opportunity to get into something lower. So been looking at this one. They actually sent some tokens to the meme wallet.
And why did they send tokens to your meme wallet there, Cuff?
Well, we're going to be tracking these tokens that actually send tokens to the wallet. So if you send at least $50 of these tokens, we'll be tracking it live. I'll put some post out on Twitter live about progress. We'll track the initial amount that is sent and what it actually goes to throughout the bull run. So you guys will have some opportunities to kind of see us have some different tokens and what the token amounts are and such like that. So Justin's got the post up right here. So I'll full screen this, and then I'll actually dive into my wallet. I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I'll read it. It says, I'm creating a public meme wallet to track live on stream. Here's how it works. Send at least $50 worth of the token to get tracked live. We'll check the chart and monitor progress from initial amount sent. Here's the wallet address, Solana base, and Bitcoin, Solana base, ETH, or Polygon, or Bitcoin tokens. Benefits to you, tokens get promotion. So it's some promo for you. Progress tracked throughout the bull market. Updates live streamed and recorded on X. No cap on how much you can send, but $50 minimum to join. Let's make this a win-win for everybody. So there you go.
Yeah, so we got that. So that was what the post was. So I actually have bam. As you see, we got the one that sent in so far. So we got Chancho. Let me grab my book and see exactly what the initial amount that was sent is. Probably got to grab the right book. That's what happens when you got a bunch of books.
I have a bunch of books. I got a bunch of notepads. This one right here, I feel like this has all of the last bull run in it. This one little notebook.
All right, here it goes. After opening 3 books, I finally found the correct one. So Chancho sent in 2.5 million tokens at a 26.97 thousand dollar market cap. So market cap's up since then. The initial value was $69.88. So if we look here, what are we sitting at? We're sitting at $86.19. Slow but steady increase. Chart looks good. It's stable. I'm not mad at that. Like
Right.
that's something I can definitely rock with. So initial was 69.88, so pretty much almost like $70. I'm up about $16 since it has been sent. Same 2.5 million tokens. This is not a wallet to be just complete degen with. This is for data study stuff like that. So we will be watching these projects throughout the bull run. So as they progress 500 or 1,000, you know what I mean, whatever they actually end up running to, we'll be able to track and see the progress from this 2 million tokens right now, which is valued at $86.15. So we'll document as we get more. If you guys have any projects that you feel like would benefit from something like this, you know what I mean, posting on Twitter, going over the chart and kind of any updates that are actually available to be gone over. But just as a whole, just overall looking at this chart, it's been a little bit over a month. Chart doesn't look bad. Looks like he got holders holding. It does not look like it's trying to pull back as it keeps kind of expanding the bands here. So that's not bad as far as the structure of this chart. A little bit low on the volume side right now, but it looks organic as far as the holders that they have. So very intriguing setup. It's going to be interesting to kind of monitor and kind of watch this over time, you know what I mean, check in every once in a while. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great idea. Great idea. Great concept. If you had a project out there that you are holding, a project out there that maybe you're running, your project that you're in that you would like to see more of, feel free to reach out to Cuff. Find that post. It's actually pinned to the top of Cuff's profile, so you can find it really easily. And all the information is there. So if you are interested, like Cuff said, hit him up, reach out, shoot him a DM, um, leave a comment on the post, all that good stuff. What we got here, Cuff?
this one's in the meantime. I think we've heard about this one. I actually was tracking this one down to what is this about a 700 k market cap. Yeah, the kids get so unruly after like a 30 to 40 minute period of being separated. It's just like you look at the listen to the different random noises I hear. It's actually seems like I'm gonna let you go over this one real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Ooh, this is going to be fun because I don't know much about it.
First person
Uh,
perspective.
yeah, absolutely. So, this is going to be me not knowing anything about the project and what I'm looking at because I can't even control the screen to scroll down or do anything like that. So, what we're looking at here, day chart. You got $1.4 million market cap, almost 200K, 181 in liquidity. Not bad, not bad. 725 holders. What I do like to see, I do like to see the $46.72 thousand in 24-hour volume. That's pretty solid. And we just looked at the last one and it had I think like less than $1,000. So this one here got 46,000 in 24-hour trading volume, which is really nice to see. And the fact that the chart is on the day chart here. It's been out for a little while. It's not just one that just came out, just launched, and you don't know. So it launched, had a nice little run, and it looks like it pulled back. Looks like it pulled back, which is what you see a lot of times in meme projects. And not knowing much about the project, and by not knowing much about the project, I mean nothing about the project. I don't know much more. So we really are just kind of stalling. And I do see Miss Christine in the building. Happy happy belated birthday to Miss Christine. I saw you had a birthday the other day, so happy birthday, Miss Christine. Thank you for coming and joining. And yes, please, everyone, if you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe to Cuff's channel. Um, join us over on X. You're streaming to his channel and my channel right now. Crypto Funk in the building. What is good? What is good? Cuff is currently handling children's. So he pulled a project up that I know nothing about, but he's been kind of tracking. So, but yeah, this project it looks pretty solid. Like I said, $1.4 million market cap. Looks like it was up a little higher than that. Maybe it got up to like a $2.5 million market cap, and right now hanging back down in that 1.4 range. Volume's nice, liquidity's nice, holders not bad, not bad. So just kind of a quick look, not like I said, not knowing anything about this project, just from what I'm seeing here without being able to scroll up and down on the screen. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. You got liquidity, you got a solid volume, and you got a solid holder count as well. So, Miss Christine, you are very, very welcome. We got Miss Christine in the building. It was her
Yeah.
birthday the other day.
What's going on? What's going on? Sorry about that. I had to run up and make sure that the kids get. So we got it's not bunk beds, but it's like beds you climb to, and might not have been the best idea. I'm starting to learn. So maybe getting some lower beds. The kids like kind of like karate rolling off the beds. So oldest one thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and do a little tumbled onto a toy. So that's
We used to wrestle, like do it like off the top rope, but it was off the bed. So yeah, I get it.
yeah. So I don't know what was going on there, but he landed on a dinosaur toy. As you can imagine, probably was a bit spikier than he expected his landing.
Yeah, yeah, that's rough.
Um, yeah.
I
So if
need to
you
preface that by saying I wasn't the one jumping off the bed. My big ass was not jumping off of anything and landing on anybody. I wasn't trying to catch a case that young.
oh
So,
If you guys heard the scream in the background, he's okay. The dinosaur is okay too. So we're all good here. And like Christine
all
said,
right. So,
hit
go
the
ahead.
button, all that good stuff, man. Definitely appreciate you guys. What's up, Crypto Funk? What's going on? Christine said, "Oh no, yeah." That's what I was thinking when I was going upstairs. I'm like, please don't be anybody bleeding. Please don't be, because you hear a thud and
No
then
broken bones, no broken skin. No broken bones, no broken skin.
yeah. So we're all good here. All right. So where were we at? In the
So
meantime,
yeah, I did a little breakdown of what I saw. I have zero control over the screen,
oh
so
yeah,
I couldn't scroll. I couldn't scroll down or do anything. So, just basically, looking at like the market cap, 1.4. I think it got up to like a $2.5 million market cap. Had a little bit of a retracement. Um, the 24-hour volume sitting there above 45,000 at 46K. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a $1.4 million market cap project, and the fact that they got 183, which I actually think that just went up a little bit. I think it was 181 a while ago.
hmm. Yeah, because it looks like it's moving to the upside. This is what I like to call a good old nice squeeze. Once again, we're getting pressed up. It's orange line. You can think of as like a divider, if you will, without going into like specifics. Once you get kind of past that divider, you're into your kind of bullish sector of this. All we need is these bands kind of expand out, some more volume to push, and for it to get past this resistance level at 1455. So be interesting to kind of see how this pans out. So if it does get past that resistance level, it could break out for a little bit there. So maybe get back closer to that $2 million market cap after sitting at like a
For
600
sure.
700K for a little bit, giving people
Right.
a few opportunities.
Yeah, and like I told him, I was like, I know nothing about this project. I don't know any details about.
If you know about the narrative, like their narrative super memeable. I'm actually gonna do an AMA with them. If you want to come on for the AMA, man, and maybe ask a few questions. But we're setting up to do an AMA, so we'll be able to learn a lot live. I've learned a lot just on the back end, just about the narrative and a couple other things they're accomplishing, kind of moving forward. Their roadmap is specific and kind of detailed. I like the website too. But yeah, it's just a really memeable token. a lot of different things about this are just interesting, and I feel like, especially holding 50 around 50K of volume, you know what I mean? Like that's not
Right.
bad for a smaller market cap meme at this point. Well, I've seen we watched Saitama do some of the nastiest numbers, Shinja do some of the nastiest numbers. A lot of projects, Impact XP, kind of breaking through 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? Like all of the rush hours, all of those
Oh man,
kind of do their thing. So
they were one V away from a Fast and Furious.
yeah, yeah, they were definitely getting into that segment. But definitely interesting. This is another one. I actually put this out in a post, and I think I might wrap it up on this one. Like, actually, what else did I have on here? Did I have anything that I missed? I know there was something else I was gonna pick, but yeah, I might wrap it up on this one. But I put this one out when it bottomed out around here and started to consolidate. Let me well, maybe make it bigger first of all. Okay, how about that? Yep, there we go. All right, so I posted it once it kind of hit this bottom, started to consolidate. I'm like, man, you can see the bands kind of squeezing in really nice, and then just the volume that came in, kind of once again breaking that divider, like I was telling you guys, and bam, using that support, and then that thing really took off. I'm getting to like I think 20 million or a little bit higher. But even now, like I was telling you, when you get outside those bands, bam, rejection, long wick, goes back up, rejected, long wick, putting it back in the zone, and then a pullback to kind of cool it off. It has to cool off most times. So a pullback's not bad. As you can see, this pullback ended up with it consolidating around like the point of control right here, and then bouncing up, and it's back looking bullish all over again, and like it can go on another run. So
That's what's up.
super bullish activity just happening all around us on multiple different chains. So it's just interesting, man. Haven't seen any suggestions in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and showing out, man. We got 89 people in total. Been holding about 89, 90 people. Appreciate all of you guys, man, from Twitter to YouTube, all over, man. If you guys could retweet, like, show some love. That's all we're asking, guys. And also tell 1,000 friends. Just a piece. Just everybody tell 1,000 friends.
Absolutely.
So not asking too much, not at all. But
Nah.
I think that it's we hit about an hour, so I think that we've got some good info out, went over some projects, man, talked about the market. XIP is sending. Justin, you got anything before we get out of here?
Man, I am excited to see what next week looks like. Uh, Starting off with Monday, kind of a big day. I don't know if y'all heard. It's inauguration day. So I'm excited. I think if you've been around like the Christine, the Roberts, Crypto Funks, you've been around us. We've been doing this for 3+ years, and most of that 3 years has been in the worst market of all time. When
Tell
so
me.
I I am excited uh, for better days, for happier days, and I think they're close. I think they're close. As always, I'm gonna leave you like I always leave y'all. Uh, Two things in this world you can control: attitude and effort. Stay positive. Give 110%. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Cuff as always, homie. Appreciate you for having me on. I'm gonna get up out of here though.
10-4, man. Yep, yep. All right. So y'all heard it, man. That's our boy Justin Man 04, man. Appreciate him for coming on, man. As always, man. It's been a good stream, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be back again. I think Monday. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It might be Monday or Tuesday. I'll put it out. Other than that, man, you guys enjoy. Show up to some of these streams. We'll be trading and doing multiple different things and tracking this cryptocurrency wallet also. That's on the side of the screen. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. We're out here.